Now it's time for Straight on the Point with Jesse T from some undisclosed location somewhere in the world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Jesse T.
What you got to turn my microphone on. That's what you got to do. I'll just sit here and wait for a little bit longer, okay? Lee, I don't know where your guru-ness went today. Where's your guru-ness, man? It's, what you got the Friday Night Blues? I mean, you're already at home, man. All right. So we're good to go, right? I know we are because I hear myself, right? Yes? Okay.
Why'd you move the camera?
I don't know. Why? Same reason why you didn't have the mic on. Too much pressure.
I like it. In these situations, this is good. You want conflict. Conflict builds,
That's right. Absolutely.
It's like a movie here.
We're creating conflict. That's what we're doing. We're writing a script right now. All right. Hey, we're back with you, the Jesse T Show, and it's good to have you back up with me at www.thepowerofvoices.com. Oh, baby, that's right. We're at facebook.com/Jesse Terrero as we bring you up on the Facebook site. We're also on Instagram Live. Yeah, our Instagram Live setup is growing fast. I mean, it's like kicking butt on Facebook and Periscope and live stream. I don't know why that is, but boy, those cats on Instagram, man, they're out there. They're doing their little thing. It must be the age bracket because the millennials and the Generation Xers are into the Instagram, and us older cats, right, we're like into the Facebook because that's just about too complicated for us right there. The Instagram stuff is like, oh, man, that's and the thing about that, it goes away. Yeah, I mean, it's like sex for older guys. It goes away real fast, right? But anyhow, it's good to have you along with us. It's the Jesse T Show. You are entering the world according to Terrero. Good to have you along. We're going to put you straight on the point. Today, we got a special guest. Say hi, David.
Hi, David.
Okay, that's David. He's saying hi. He's over there. He's over there, okay? He's that way, that direction, okay? He's not close to me anymore. He's over there. That's what he is. Okay, David Lockhart, everybody. Writer, producer, actor, musician. Guy's just got all-around talent. In fact, over last summer, he was attacked by giant ants. I mean, that's how talented this guy is. So we got a lot to talk about here. But I do want to take care of some business real fast. Download our free app for Apple and Android, and we can hook that up for you so you can kind of get involved in all the programs that we have here. 424-227-9461 is the phone number if you want to call on in. Chime in right now as we bring up the Facebook and also Instagram. Also, we're on Bamboozle and Ustream and UPeak and YouTube Live, The Power of Voices. And for our radio audience around the world on the global radio network of thepowerofvoices.com, you can check us out there at www.thepowerofvoices.com. That's right. And aventertainmentlive.com. So we got you covered in every which way but loose. That was like from a Clint Eastwood movie, right?
One of my favorites.
Oh, wasn't that great? The orangutan?
Yeah. Left turn, Clyde.
Yeah, I love, right? No, that's right turn. Boom, like that, right? Oh, yeah, I love, that was shot. They did all of the B-roll shooting in there, and they did all of the house they shot at where Grandma was, where Mama was. That was all done in my hometown of Sun Valley, in the San Fernando Valley.
Nice.
Yeah, and I watch it because that was done way back in the 70s, guys. For those that weren't born yet, I was watching all the background. I don't know. David Lockhart, everybody. David Lockhart, he's got some great projects coming up. We're going to talk all about your film projects, Senior Entourage. We've got The Talesman coming up, the second film. We've got the human trafficking film. We've got, oh man, this dude right here to the right of me or to the left of you, this guy right here he does the best Jim Morrison and the Doors. I mean, it's just great. I mean, he's all around the world, China, Asia. Asia and China are the same thing. I just want you to know that. Okay, right.
He's testing you.
That's right. What can I tell you? My dad, my 85-year-old dad calls him, Chinkanese. I don't know. I probably got myself in trouble there, but that's what my 85-year-old dad. I don't do that. My 85-year-old dad does. And
very diplomatic.
At 85, he can say whatever the gosh darn he wants to say, right?
That's right.
I'm not going to argue with that Italian guy born in
Old
Chicago.
Man strength. Don't want to mess with that.
No. He's one of these guys, That's right. Yeah. What you doing, eh? Right. But Chicago with the A. Chicago, right? So anyhow, we're going to get into a lot of that stuff. He's got some great projects, and you've got some stuff happening this weekend we're going to talk about. But I wanted to bring up a couple of things that I think are real important to know about David, is that his family, the Lockhart family, goes way, way, way back in time. Tell us a little bit about your family history. I mean, it's a historical name in the Brittany Islands.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm very impressed with you. You're amazing the way you put this together. Thank you for having me on your show, and I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Jesse T and Lee. So my family, Lockharts. I just found this out recently. Well, recently being a couple years ago. When Robert the Bruce, the King of Scotland, when he was dying, he summoned his 2 main knights into his chambers and said, "When I die, I want you to cut out my heart, put it in a locket, and bury it in the Holy Land." And his 2 main knights were Sir Douglas and Sir Simon of Lee. And Sir Simon of Lee becomes Lockhart after this expedition. So he dies, they cut out his heart, put it in a locket, Sir Douglas wears the locket, and Sir Simon of Lee wears the only key that can open it. So amazing true story. They go on this expedition to bury Robert the Bruce's heart in the Holy Land, and it goes from there. You can find true stories of how Lockhart traveled from...
They were part of one of them, and that was one of the very first ones.
Was it?
Yeah, because that went way back when that was one of the very first. Yeah, Robert the Bruce.
1323, I believe that one was. Yeah, I might be wrong with that year, but
they have 9 of them altogether. So Robert,
I did not know that.
Yeah, nine crusades. Yep. A lot of people think it's just one crusade. No, there were 9 times. We went. The Christians went there and reclaimed Jerusalem 9 times, and then the people of the Islamic religion reclaimed it 9 times too. So they've been fighting like back and forth over that holy ground right there.
It's time to stop the fighting.
Oh, they're still fighting.
It's been going on too long.
Yeah,
now,
absolutely.
is this thing, am I being filmed right now?
You're on right now,
Oh,
baby.
gosh.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
All in your beautiful bearded
Right
luster.
on. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right.
I mean, we got a camera here.
I'll be more camera friendly. I was looking down, picking my nose. Okay.
Oh, well, that's
here
okay.
we are. All right.
You know, we don't mind you picking your nose. I mean, you want to pick our nose together on 3? Pick our nose.
It's a winner.
It's a double pick. Right?
Okay, good.
Okay.
No
thank
pressure.
You
No pressure.
God,
All right.
on my fingers. I mean, look at it. You know, I'm a juvenile. What can I tell you? I
I
still
know.
am.
Me too.
So now, Robert the Bruce, guys. Now, if you remember the Mel Gibson movie Braveheart, and Robert the Bruce was one of the main characters in Braveheart, who kind of backstabbed at the end for the power and for the kingship.
He did that for real, and then he really did. William Wallace, who Mel Gibson played, and then he backstabbed him, but he ended up sort of taking William Wallace's place as the hero, as the inspiration for the Scottish to keep on fighting against oppression.
That was historically that was the reason why he did that, because he was more politically correct, I guess we could say at the time, more bureaucratic, more understanding of how to move within the peasantry society and then into the upper class, because there was no middle class at that time. Either you had everybody's goats and chickens and pigs, or you didn't have any goats and chickens or pigs. There wasn't having a few goats and chickens and pigs. I mean, that's how it was. So that's really cool, man. I mean, so that's cool, you know, when you can trace your history all the way back, you know, that long. That's got to feel like it's special, you know?
It is cool, because I never did it before, and I never had a sense of like my history. And I think it's important for everyone to do, really, because you find out, you know, what sort of makes you tick. You know, all these generations and who you are now, it goes down to thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and you could figure out sort of maybe why you do things and why you feel certain ways because of your family history. And you understand more about yourself when you and it's getting more and more available for people with online access and Ancestry.com.
Yeah, the DNA checkers now, you know, and that. I'm kind of trying to move these cameras all around here.
You're multitasking. I'm always impressed with you.
Yeah. Well, you know, when I was younger and single, man, the girls weren't too impressed with me because I'd be multitasking like this, right? Hands everywhere and feet everywhere. And
I think that would be impressive.
that's what I tried to sell. You know, I don't know about that, but anyhow, hey, okay. All right. Well, look we got lots of stuff happening here. We got live stream. Say hi to our live stream guys right here. You see, this is like Okay, stop that. Get there. You see?
Oh, there it is.
he
Wow.
There he
We
is.
got cameras. We got live stream.
We got everything going
I
on
look
here.
very shady, like not my light wise, but just my character. I look like a shady character right
You
now.
do look like
I know.
like a little bit of a shady character.
I know.
you
I like it. It's a different move for me.
And that's one of the things about the movie. Lockhart, the Talesman. I always mess it.
Lockhart unleashing the talisman.
Talisman. I always call it Talesman.
Oh,
Why
so do I.
What,
It's all right. No, that's fine.
I think everybody kind of does that, right? They call it the Talesman instead.
Yeah.
It's actually the Talisman. Unleashing
You know what?
the Talisman.
It could be both. Depending on where you're from. Really.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going
yeah.
to try to get. We're going to get Lee to get some stuff up here about Lockhart. .com where we can see a little bit about that, because a lot of folks, even though it had a pretty good little run here, it did really well in Asia, didn't it?
Yeah, we got distribution in China and Asia and the Middle East, and we're about to go VOD in America. Oh, well, shady. That's amazing. You got little lights in your pocket. I'm
Look
impressed.
at that. Look at that. I mean, yeah, we put some light on him. Now he
Wow.
looks evil
Do
because
I
the
look
light's
evil?
coming up
Is this
from.
better? Should I remove the hat? We're doing a VOD Valentine's Day release in America.
Oh, really?
Open your heart. So it's Lockhart, Unleash the Heart.
Oh,
so,
that's cool,
yeah,
man.
On many different platforms. But if you go to thelockhart.film.com,
Right.
you could sign up right there, and then we'll give you all the links on Valentine's Day of how you can watch the whole movie live through Video Crystals with our distribution company, Cohen. So
Very cool,
yeah.
man. I remember when you were pitching that at
AFM?
AFM, yeah.
Oh,
a couple
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
You were working it, baby.
I'm a hustler.
Yeah,
I'm a
this guy.
hustler.
That's one thing about David Lockhart, ladies and gentlemen. This guy doesn't quit. You know, we got to know each other a couple of years ago, and I've been very impressed right from the beginning. I mean, he had this movie. It was just getting done. I think it was just getting done, and you were looking for distribution. Then I saw it for the first time. You had a couple of good private viewings, and the reaction was great. People
And thanks
just
for
loved
coming
it.
to those too. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, and it's sort of like I explain it like it's like 007 meets Indiana Jones.
Yeah. It's basically all my favorite movies put together. We got 007 in the beginning, Womanizer. Then you got Indiana Jones, and then it moves to a little bit of Matrix, and then Star Wars and Cloud Atlas. The first movie's more Indiana Jones, and the second and the third will be getting a little start. We're going to get crazy here. We're going to expand the
The whole
Lockhart
idea,
universe.
the story a little bit. Right?
Yeah, and where the Healing Stone originally came from. We got Atlantis. We touch upon crop circles, and I'm going to Egypt in a month actually to start shooting the second movie.
Oh, that's fantastic,
Yeah.
man. Oh,
And
cool.
Israel, yeah.
And you're going. Oh, man, that is great.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're going to go. We're going to shoot some there, and then I was originally going to go just to do research. And now I'm going to actually shoot there and then come back. And it's going to be hard to plan the shooting there. So, because, you're in a worn, torn country. I mean, not that they're at war, but, but we're going to have to see what we're able to do.
Right.
And then bring
right.
it back here and
put it
finish it up.
together.
Yeah, and finish it up in America, and then maybe go to Scotland.
Oh, Scotland would be kind of good,
Yeah.
man. I've been to Scotland.
I've never been.
Oh,
there.
you'll love it, man. Edinburgh. You got to go there.
I know.
Got to go to Adrian's Wall too. You know? Yeah, the Roman Wall, the last Roman wall that was ever built, right?
I have making movies about Scotland. I have not been. It's when you could find where they buried Robert the Bruce's heart. Now,
Yes.
I mean, amazing things.
And so all that's going to be even brought out more in the second film.
Yeah.
Now, this is a trilogy, though, right?
Yeah, trilogy. It's a trilogy, and the second one is called Through the Dark Pastly, and it's going to be basically 5 timelines interweaving with each other. The first one we did is more modern day.
Right.
And with tiny little flashbacks to these 5 different time periods. And then as we go on and on, we're going to find out more about the past and these different characters from the Crusades and the Wild West and the 1700s. And they all going to interchange with each other and tell one big epic story that's way beyond our budget. But why not? I'm a dreamer,
Hey, Hey, it takes a dream to take the first step.
Yeah.
And, it's funny. When you commit yourself to doing something, then everything kind of falls into place.
You know, you find the
Exactly.
things you need to find as you go along in that journey, in that process. So a lot of people don't understand that. They should start something rather than wait to start something.
Yeah.
Just get it going, baby. Just get it going.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, baby, what's your name? You know, just get it going.
Yeah.
Right? Don't stop. Just get it going. And then one thing leads to
Snowball
another.
effect.
Yeah, it really
I'm a big
does.
fan of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
just make it, declare it. Think it,
Yeah.
dream it, then declare it, and just declare even the biggest thing, and then declare the steps of how to get there, and then you make sure that first one happens, and then get people on board that first step, and then you keep on hitting the.
If
the
you believe
milestones.
it, you can conceive it, then you can achieve it.
Ah,
Yes, right. Okay. Let me see. Believe, conceive, and achieve. So that's like CAB, right? You put conceive first, then you put believe second, and
Kaba.
you put achieve last. That's CAB. That's right. Hey, it's like going on a journey, a
Yeah.
taxi cab drive, right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I just created a new word. I'm unbelievable.
Right
man.
here,
Where are
on
you
the
at?
Jesse T
Lee,
Show.
What's happening? Lee? I mean, you see, we're broadcasting like it's from my living room, right? You know, hey, can you give me some popcorn?
Ma,
Ma!
Meatloaf!
Mama T! Where's dinner? Right? All right. Right?
we're in a real studio here.
That's right. Gosh darn it, Lee. What's that website that we want to bring up? Because we want to show them a little bit about that before we move on.
TheLockhartFilm.com.
TheLockhartFilm.com. If we could just maybe show, a minute of it or so, and you set it up, the first scene. We'll just do the opening scene and kind of set it up. Or what do you think?
It's the teaser. It's the trailer. Is on that main site there. So
Well, let's play the trailer then.
Yeah. You
let's
can
just
sort of
play-
of see.
Tell me when you get it up, okay? Well, don't tell me when you get it up. I mean, I don't really want to know when you get it up, okay? All right? Because I can't get it up anymore. All right?
I'm 24/7.
Oh, my God, really? You got some sort of chemical you can give me?
It's the healing stone from the Lockhart. So if you watch this movie, you too can have it.
Wow, that's better than Cialis or Viagra. Watching this movie, I get the healing
Yeah.
stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Half the price of Viagra, you could naturally.
Yeah, excuse me. Is that healing stones in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Thank you very much. Yes. Right? Yeah. Okay.
I'm putting that in the second film. That's good
great.
stuff.
Just put me in the second
Oh, you're
film.
in there.
Oh,
No, you're definitely a character.
I am. Thank you. Well, look it. You can use me and you can abuse me, and you can even lose me, but don't ever ask me to come and do your dishes because I don't do dishes.
It's not your thing.
That's not my thing, man.
You have a dishwashing
I
machine.
think this interview has just gone right north, south, east, and west.
That's good. I like it. My friends we're all in this, and I play a rock and roll, the lead singer of a rock and roll band, and we get attacked by giant ants. Basically, it's going to be all special effects and green screens, but I was held upside down and flung around.
So
and
they had you on the matrix wires and all that stuff. You were flying. Oh,
yeah.
how cool that was, huh?
Tom Arnold's also starring.
Oh, Tom Arnold.
And
Well,
my
that
friend
has to be
Natasha
fun.
Blasek.
Yeah, well, she's terrific. You
Yeah.
know, she's come a long way in a very short period of time.
I know.
Her career is just blossoming beautifully.
I know.
You
Yeah, has
know.
she been on your show? You should get her on the show.
We've seen her at the red carpets and doing all that
Yeah.
stuff, but we haven't had her
Oh.
in studio yet. Yes, Miss Blasek and Mr. Blasek.
Maybe they're listening.
What's wrong with you guys? I've been
Call
after
in.
them. What's wrong? Come on. Yeah, I've been after them for a while, but they got that band and stuff. So
They're
played
going to be playing this. They're going to be playing this Sunday with me.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
talk about that since you
Yeah.
brought it up. It's a Palooza. It's the
It's
second one.
Artist
from Burbank.
Palooza. If you go to artistpalooza.org, that's a nonprofit I helped found.
And this is a good cause, guys. This is important stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. No, and thanks for giving us a platform to talk about it. For this specific event, we're raising money for arts in elementary schools. So we're collaborating with Rocking for the Arts and Artist Palooza. And what's going to happen is we have some amazing talent. We have Natasha Blasek and the Snowflakes. We have The Rift. My band, Mojo Rising. Doors Tribute will be playing. We have belly dancers. And it's all going to be this Sunday night at 6 p.m., 5:30 to 9 p.m. And it's at the Burbank Music Music Academy.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know right where that's at.
Yeah.
That's nice over there.
And we'll be doing that every month, actually. Every second Sunday from now on, we'll be raising funds for the arts and children.
Okay, so that's every second. So that's a good thing because they took a lot of in California. They took a lot of the arts and stuff away over the last 15 to 20 years, and they've replaced them with I don't know what they replaced them with Common Core. Now, you just don't get me talking about politics because I'll just.
That's Tuesday.
Yes. Right. Okay. So that's Tuesday, and it's all the money goes to the charity.
Oh, Sunday's the show. Tuesday you talk about politics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Tuesday. That's right. Monday and Tuesday, I'm breathing fire like a dragon, But on Friday, we're having fun as we move to the weekend here on the Jesse T Show at www.thepowervoices.com. How are we getting on that, Lee? It's not working. It's not hooking up. Okay. You got it though, more or less, right? Okay. All right. Well, let's work on that, and we'll get that. Let me know when that happens. So now this is something, though, that you've been doing for a while in terms of raising money for arts programs. This isn't something that's there it is right there.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
That's it. Okay. So you let me know. Okay. So this is something that you've been doing for a while. This has been a passion for you for at least a year that I know.
Oh, Artist Palooza. We've been going 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah,
Oh.
we used to have a location in Santa Monica, a big warehouse, and the mission of Artist Palooza is to empower artists to inspire the world. I mean, artists are the ones that, and we all have artists in us.
Right.
It's basically to get everyone to that place where they're in the zone. We all have that special place where we're just in touch with God and the universe, and
Right.
we get goosebumps when we're in that zone, whether you're a dancer or a singer or a poet or a DJ.
Right.
You know it, and you're in tune with yourself and the universe, and that we are bringing programs that will support and empower artists to be able to get to that zone. And we're all artists, cooking, whatever your passion is.
Right. Right.
So it's important.
Yes. My passion is staying out of trouble.
Yeah. Well, that's part of it. Well, that's what we try to do too. We try to keep artists busy and children busy and doing what they want to do so they don't venture off and do.
Do you think that as we grow older and we begin to have our own children, do you, from your point of view, being somebody who's been in the arts your whole life, do you think that changes you when your children are born? Does that affect you in terms of how your perceptions and how you are as an actor or a writer or a director or a musician? How does that affect an artist?
Oh, God. Well, I mean, as you know, you're completely in love with your children. More so, I mean, it's a different kind of love. There's love with your wife or your girlfriend or your favorite movie but it's just like a complete love where you do anything for that person. Right. And when you touch upon those emotions, and it opens up doors and access to your being that you didn't know existed before, which actually that goes down to everything I'm up to now that you say about it. Lockhart, Unleashing the Talisman, that's about connecting with your heart. And you find out later on, and I'll give a spoiler alert for Lockhart, Unleashing the Talisman, is this healing stone, what it does is unlocks parts of your brain that you've closed down. We're all infinite power. We're all these powerful, spiritual, awesome beings and we've blocked ourselves. And a part of our journey, I believe, in life is to find out how powerful we are. So with this stone, it's like a Dumbo feather, really. You don't really need the stone. It just unblocks. Yeah. There's an algorithm on it that will unblock how powerful you really are. So that's what I'm about with Artist Palooza, my films, and I'm just beginning to understand this. I'm realizing everything I'm doing is sort of like really comes down to this.
Being a musician too, when you're a musician, you get that instant stimulus right back from the audience right now. It's like being a stand-up comic. I mean, what you do on the stage as a musician is right there. You get your feedback right now, whether you're performing to a crowd of 10 people or you're performing to a crowd like you were in China to tens of thousands of people, right?
That's a crazy adventure.
You get that feedback right now, and in getting that feedback right now, that really taps into what you just said, that inner soul of you up there as an artist performing, because it's that energy that's happening right there. And that really affects I think that affects your future in terms of when you're doing acting and films like that.
Oh yeah, being in the moment.
You're
Very
really
powerful.
Yeah, and if you don't know what being in the moment is, that really does it.
Oh
for you.
yeah. As a performer and just in life, you know, anytime you are feeling sad or happy or depressed, you're actually not in the moment. I know that might sound crazy because I guess if you're in the moment as being like heartbroken, that wouldn't make sense. But maybe as a general feeling, like
Right.
you know, if you're feeling down, just put yourself in the moment. Just feel your body, feel where you are at. You can snap yourself out of it. And sometimes easier said than done. I know because I've
Yeah.
been depressed and I couldn't get out of it by thinking that. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Yeah.
All right, so we have it ready to go, right, Lee? Okay, so this is the trailer for the first film.
Yeah.
And just set it up for me, just for a second. Set it up what they're about to see.
They're
Real quick.
about to see some action-packed. We're going to see me with some pretty girls and some martial arts fighting and some cool special effects
Very
by
cool.
an awesome team.
Okay, and it's called
Lockhart Unleashing the Talisman.
I had the money. I had the women. But something was missing.
I still believe something's buried out there.
You know, my family's been hiding this crystal from you for 800 years. 4 continents, 25 generations. You think I'm gonna hand it to you? Well, you could go fuck yourself.
A major shift in consciousness is about to take place.
If the High Cabal get a hold of it, it'll be disastrous for the world.
It produces more energy than it takes to sustain itself. Will you help us, John?
No more excuses.
All right, so that's cool, man. I love that trailer. I love that trailer.
Thank you.
That's very cool.
I forgot to warn you guys about the F-bomb in that. But
Oh, that's okay, man. You know, anybody out there can beep it out if they want to beep it out. So that's cool. But that was put together real well. Did you put that together with your director, or
Oh, and that's another
that's a whole nother story?
story. No, I mean, it's good to bring up. Yeah, I'd put it with the director passed away.
Huh? Oh,
Yeah, Rocky Collins, and I want to actually mention him because he's an amazing man. So 30-year-old director of Lockhart Unleashing the Talisman, he passed away from a heart attack a couple months ago. Yeah,
wow, young guy.
yeah, young, super full of passion, super amazingly talented man, and you know he's still here with us though. He's still in this room. He's laughing. He's sitting in the corner. He's doing the interview with me, and
Right on.
and so part of this journey at the very end of the movie, it's in memorial of loving memory of Rocky Collins. And as we go on, he'll still be a part of this. And I'll be making these. It's just more than a trilogy too. I hope to keep on making these until I die. You know?
Right.
So the story's about enlightenment, really.
Like Star Wars, forever and
Yeah,
ever, ever and ever.
Yeah.
So now you've got another project that you're working on. Now, this is a cool project, guys, because this project has to do with some iconic individuals in the entertainment industry. Some of the biggest of big. We're talking about a movie called Senior Entourage, and you're a part of this. You're in it, and you're co-producing it as well.
Yes,
and
yes.
It's a Brian Connors film, isn't
Uh-huh.
it? So tell us a little bit about Senior Entourage. Now, I don't want to spill the beans. I'll let David. So
Oh,
it's
no.
very cool, man.
You could spill. It's called Senior Entourage. I wouldn't say a spoof, but it sort of is a spoof on Entourage. But we have some Hollywood icons playing the leads. Ed Asner, who Mary Tyler Moore Show, all the way.
Mr. Grant. Mr.
up.
Grant. Right.
Yeah. Mark Rydell, who's been an amazing director and an Academy nominated director and Academy Award-winning director for On Golden Pond, and Helen Reddy.
I am woman, I am strong. Right.
Iconic, and we had her sing at the Women's March 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And that was like a last-minute thing we did, and it was amazing. We have Jamie Lee Curtis. So Jamie Lee Curtis introduces Helen Reddy to get up on stage, and then singing backup. We have Julius Dreyfus.
Right.
I can never get her name right.
Right.
But also there, Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, Miley Cyrus, The Edge.
Wow.
And so that was just it was like a day before. I was actually at Sundance at the time.
So you got all the release papers signed, right? So you can put them in the movie.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're working on that. So, but
also Marion Ross is in it too, right?
Marion Ross, the mom on Happy Days, Mrs. C. Actually, I was really excited about that because I watch that every day.
Me too.
So, we did a scene where she slaps my hand where I'm reaching for the rolls, and she's super nice, super. She's Mrs. C.
She's Mrs. C.
So we shot at her house, the Happy Day Ranch. She has a Happy Day Ranch, and right as I walked in, we weren't even shooting. She's like, "Oh my, come here, dear." And she's like, "Who ironed your shirts?" Because I had wrinkly shirts. She's like, "Did you get this out of the dryer?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, my dream's coming true, Mrs. C." She offered me milk and cookies.
Oh no!
I was like, "My day is complete." Hand slap for reaching for the rolls, like in the intro,
right.
and
you're almost
milk
ready
and
for
cookies.
the Fonz to walk in, right? Or Potsy, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I was a Fonz guy,
Yeah,
the leather jacket
right.
and everything. But I greased my hair like in second grade before,
right.
people weren't greasing their hair. It was way after the grease period.
Yes.
And people were like, "What are you doing? Why is your hair?" And I had the comb in my back pocket. I was second grade. Like the fourth graders were like, "No, you're not cool. Give me your lunch money." I was like, all right, forget the Fonz thing. I'm gonna have to wait until I'm an adult to try to pull this off.
Right, absolutely. So that movie is you're almost done shooting it, right?
Yeah,
and,
I think we have maybe a couple more pickup days.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, to work with these iconic actors and directors, it's super fun.
Some of the pieces that I've seen that you've provided. It's going to be hilarious to see Ed Asner doing some of the things, and with Mark Rydell, it's going to be very funny.
You see why these guys are icons,
Yeah,
you get them. They turn on, and it's like watching a pro tennis match. They could improv. They just know what to say. They just know how to do it. They really are masters at their craft, and it's just to be next to them while they're doing that. And almost, I sometimes feel like I'm forcing myself to be acting with them. They're like, "Oh my gosh, all right." So they're appeasing me,
Right.
But they're super nice, and we're all having a good time together. And thanks to Brian Connors for, creating this from start to beginning and building the relationships. There's Charlie Robinson. He's going to be in it.
Right. Charlie Robinson, the jazz player.
Yeah.
The musician.
Oh, well, different one.
Yeah. Okay. Different one.
He was in. Maybe he's probably a jazz player too. He's in Night Court.
Oh, that Charlie Robinson. Yes. Okay.
And there's tons of other people who want to be. This will also be, either a series or ongoing films. But George Segal wants to be a part of it. John Hurd, Mary Lou Henner.
Wow.
Their schedule they couldn't. This last month, but we'll get them. We'll continue on, and we'll get them all in the mix. And I'm just happy to be almost like a fly on the wall. And I play a Tom Cruise impersonator.
No,
in this one.
you can't possibly look like Tom Cruise. Oh no,
I know.
No.
Well,
no, we went to a party at right after AMF, and we were walking through the party, and people were looking at David, and they were saying, "Is that Tom Cruise? Is that Tom
If
Cruise?
the lighting's right.
Oh, he looks
yeah,
like Tom
people-
Cruise. At that night, you look like Tom Cruise,
Oh,
man.
I like it. I'll take it,
You,
man.
you had the glasses on too, and you were sporting them, and he just with the right lighting in the right moment.
So I don't have my Tom Cruise.
But he
glasses.
also looks like Jim Morrison.
I like to do them both. Yeah,
when
I like
he's
them
on
not to be
stage.
tied down.
Yeah, when you're on stage, I mean, you kind of lose your identity completely, and you become Jim Morrison in a lot of ways with the no shirt on and the tight pants, and Jim doing all the weird gyrations that he did, right?
Channeling him, really.
He really is, because not only is he a writer, director, and actor, but he's a musician. He's a singer, and you've got the band, the Mojo.
Mojo Rising.
Mojo
This
Rising.
Sunday, yeah.
And it's really good. You'll be seeing it this Sunday, and you got to come out and check him out. He does a great Jim Morrison, and you cover all the big hits. And so, if you don't know who Jim Morrison was, the Doors, they had a very short time at the top because Jim Morrison died. He died of an overdose, and but it was an iconic group that changed music. They had that really bluesy kind of rock blues with the psychedelic. And and all these great songs, and they weren't around for really that long at the top.
I think 60. They're around 6. I think they founded in 66, and then Jim died at 71.
Yeah, so it was a real flash, and they would have gone on like the Stones forever. I mean, they were that impactful, but they were really impactful in music, and so you get a chance to see the channeling of Jim Morrison.
Come on now, touch me, babe. Yeah.
Yeah,
stuff.
I like that. Yes, keep it up, man. So now you also have another project that you're working on, and this is something that I've been working on for a decade now, and that's human trafficking. And you've got a great project that's going to be taking place here in Asia. You're going to be shooting there. You've already done some shooting there. Tell us about that.
It's called Guardian, and it's about a man, an actor, a washed-up actor who goes to Asia because he's still big in Asia and gets involved in a human trafficking ring. Mm-hmm. And so he rises to the occasion and becomes a real hero and really saves children. And it's based on some true stories as well. He finds a woman there who really saves children. Her name's Lana, and she has a safe home in the jungle.
Wow.
And she saves children. Amazing stories how she saves children and brings them to her safe home. She's saved hundreds of children. And I went over to Thailand and to do some research and a little shooting, and met her and got some more stories. And amazing woman. And when I first heard about this epidemic of human trafficking of children, I don't like to say it.
Human trafficking encompasses more than just a sexual perversion. You got forced labor, you have body part selling, you have black market for baby selling, you have indentured servitude or slavery. You have all kinds of aspects to the human trafficking thing, not just the sexual exploitation and abuse.
Right.
So, but of course, that's the most widely reported on.
Right.
In that respect, but it covers the whole gamut.
Yeah. I mean, it's deplorable, despicable. It's evil.
Yeah.
What happens to the kids? I mean, the sexual trafficking is the most disturbing in my. Well, I guess it's all disturbing. But once you find out about it, you want to block it out. I mean, part of you wants to block it out. I think most of society, America, we're like, let's watch, Happy Days or whatever, and not think about it. But it's important to think about, and once you see the children that are in danger. So what we did, we went on like the Burma. Snuck into Burma when I was there. It still was closed, and the Thai border, and that's where in Thailand, that's where it's the biggest trouble is, because you have Burmese refugees that have no rights in Thailand, and they're scared and they're being exploited, but since it's all over the world. But this particular case, my money I make from this movie, my equity will go to nonprofits I have a couple of mine that I will give mine to, including Lana, the real Lana, who
Right.
in Thailand. Love146.org. That's
Okay.
hers. So you can go there now. You can go there and give money now. Just talking about it, we're
Yeah.
we're helping. We don't even make the feature film, but to make the feature film, will bring a lot of money and a lot of awareness. That's the thing, and then we'll have a documentary that will go along with the entertainment film.
Right.
Sort of using the entertainment film to throw a big net to people.
Right.
Because I did a documentary. We did the documentary on human trafficking. I thought it would raise lots of money, but even if someone says, here's a documentary on human trafficking, I would be like, thank you. Good for you to make that. And then I'll put it there, and you don't really want to watch it.
The human trafficking aspect of that, and I'll tell you, we've been out after that for 10 years, and it's very hard to raise money in people because it doesn't touch them. But when it touches them, their choices and their ideas change dramatically. What they don't understand is the impact that it has when a child is abducted or kidnapped here in this country. They take them right off the streets, walking on the way home from a party or from school or the park or whatever, and then they're lost. They're lost, and they have about a 7-year life range, and then they're dead. They're never found. Only 3% of them are ever found nationwide, according to FBI statistics. 97% of them are never found and never rescued. And the very few that do get rescued are usually completely and absolutely destroyed in every aspect of the human cause and the human being. Because you figure, look at, if someone gets picked up and they're 12, 13, 14 years old, because that's the average age of little boys and little girls. They get
Both sexes, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And it happens to both sexes. If you get picked up and then you're stuck in this thing for 5 years, your life basically has stopped at 12 years old when you got picked up.
Oh, God.
Because they don't let them have TV, no news, no radio, no phones, nothing. They lock them up, and no education. So whatever you know at 12 years old, you know at 12 years old. And if you get rescued, like let's say at 19, you run away or you get away or you get rescued by some organization, what happens is you still got the mindset of a 12-year-old and you're 19. So now, flash, now you got to learn all over again. And that's the reconstruction. But you also have the emotional aspects of a 12-year-old, not a 19-year-old.
And who's been through some
Horrendous
horrific
thing, yeah.
day to day. I mean, the statistics of like how many times they have sex. And,
Oh, well, I speak at the John program here in the city of Los Angeles for a couple of years against these guys who, in prostitution, because that's a part of human trafficking. Pimps are basically just the low-rung ladder of trafficking. But the Johns that solicit the prostitutes, which are victims and usually are underage children, when they get picked up in the Sting program or something like that, I lecture them. I go and speak to them, myself and several other people, and what you find out is they don't realize the impact that they're making on somebody's life. They don't realize.
The Johns don't.
No, they have no idea.
So you lecture the Johns.
Yeah, we lecture
wow.
the Johns. They get if they've never been incarcerated or busted for that before, first-time offenders, they have an opportunity here in the state of California to get involved in that program, especially in the city of Los Angeles. The courts will give them like an Alcoholics Anonymous pass. They have to go through a one whole day lecture on. They get doctors and prostitutes, ex-prostitutes and police and everybody talk. They get an impact, and most of them, the recidivity rate is very low when that happens. But we have a ex-prostitute. And she's wonderful, and she'll tell you straight up. She doesn't color her words. She's straight to it, right to the point. And she would have sex 50 times a day, 60 times a day. And if she didn't, she got her butt beat at night.
Oh yeah,
beat. I mean, not just slapped, beat.
yeah.
So,
And this goes as young as 2-year-olds.
Oh, sure.
Maybe even younger. It's a crazy ass story.
2, 5, 7. Yeah, that's all the time. I mean, we don't even talk about it. Can you imagine? No, that's a great movie, and I think to put that together, that will add the entertainment value, if it's entertainment value, if that's what you can say. But it'll add the Hollywood pizzazz to it, which will bring the story out. Jada Smith did something a few years ago about that. Will Smith's wife.
Yeah.
She did a documentary on HBO, I think it was, something like that.
Right.
But it wasn't a film, and so I think that's a grand idea. What's the name of the project?
Guardian.
How can people get involved in that?
They could email me at davidalockhart@yahoo.com. And yeah, you need an army to fight what's going on. It's it's going to surpass, if it already, maybe it already has, the drug industry.
It already has, because the gangsters from the drug cartels are now shifted from illegal arms selling and drugs to human trafficking, because it's easier. The sentences are less, and there's always another human being. They're easy to find. You don't have to. You don't have. All you got to do is bring them across the border, and they do that. So it's already MS-13, 18th Street, El Norte, La M.A. Mexican Mafia, the cartels on the Mexican side of the border, and also the cartels on the Asian ring too, and also the Russian northeastern ring too, Russian Mafia and all that. They're all moving into that.
So, so say we had $100 million.
Right.
What could we do with $100 million to stop this problem?
You're never going to stop it, because it goes back to the time immortal. I mean, prostitution, the exploitation of sex for money. Okay, so you're really never going to stop it. But what you can do is, it gives you the advantage to hunt down the bad guys and put them where they should go, and get rid of them and save some victims. The money would save victims, because you see, you got to restart people's lives, and we're not finding enough of them.
Right.
And when we find them, you got to give them some hope. Got to give them something to start out on. And if you don't have anything to give them to start out on, they're going to fall right back into the routine.
And that's what these safe homes, the ones I visited with Lana. I mean, the kids, they save them. Some they saved while they raid brothels. You know?
Right.
And some they save right before they're going to get sold. And these kids are just so full of life and happy. They're just. Talk about living in the moment. Kids live in the moment anyways, but these kids that have been saved in Thailand, they're so full of joy and
So that's, if you had $100 million, that's where you'd want to put your money into tackling the bad guys. What we ought to do one night, you and I ought to go out, and you ought to come in the car with me when I'm tracking down pimps in some of the bad corridors with my camera, and I'm tracking them down, and sometimes they're tracking me down real fast. You ought to go out with me and have a little camera going, and when we walk up to prostitutes and say, you want to get free, and they don't, because they're afraid. They're pimps around the corner on a bicycle, and he's 35 years old. See, that's what's happening now. Man, there's a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm glad you're doing something about it, because we need to have people like you that are talking about this among all the other things.
Everyone can.
Yeah.
And that's what going back to the movie, like being able to relate to it. I'm just a guy. I'm just an actor, Yeah. So, but we all have something. What I like to do is act and make movies. So I'm using my passion is to make a difference. But there's, if you're a lawyer or if you're a doctor, whatever you are, whatever your passion is, you could find some way to use your passion and make the world a better place, or fight human trafficking. So that's again what Artist Blues is about too. So whatever your passion is, to make the world a better place.
Absolutely. I told you guys, man, David Lockhart, the guy is just into so much stuff. Just great, exciting, fun stuff. I mean, getting attacked by giant ants in the middle of the desert, and playing music and making movies. And did you always know you wanted to do this when you were a youngster? Or did this come upon you? Did you have a change of life? Were you a stockbroker in New York or something, or what?
No, my mom recently gave me this thing I wrote in, I think I was 5 years old, where the school gives you like a pamphlet, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And there's like 10 options. You're supposed to like write down 10 things. Like, I guess most people are like fireman, police, write down all the things they want to be. I was just like actor. One, just left the rest blank. That's all I wanted to do.
So you knew right from the beginning.
I don't even remember not wanting to be an actor. I used to only, and this is a underdog. I don't know if, because they made the movie. But when I was a kid, I thought I was underdog, and I would only answer to underdog. And I would wear a cape. My parents couldn't get the cape off me.
Really? Wow.
And people still know me as underdog when I go visit my summer cabin, my family cabin up in Northern California. They're like, "Here comes underdog!" And these old guys.
That's your nickname for life, right?
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, underdog.
Absolutely. Well, Underdog was a pretty cool dude, man. I mean, he had a lot of cool stuff in the cartoons. Underdog was underdog, but he always
was
won.
The man.
He always won. That's the key.
And he was the underdog, and I always root for underdogs.
You find that a lot of guys a lot of men and women that enter, especially men, I think, they enter into the arts. They were not always the superstar hero in high school. They were not always the football player, the star quarterback. You know, they were guys, just regular guys. You know, and they found that the art programs as they were younger allowed them to express themselves in ways that they couldn't express themselves.
Oh yeah.
Like an athlete could.
Right.
in that respect.
I was both.
Yeah?
I was like
What was your sport?
football. I was like I get to talk about football. This is fun. I was the Oakland Athletes Prep Tribune of the Week.
Wow, cool.
I broke yards rushing and all that type of stuff. But I was definitely not cool. I was in the school plays.
Right.
I've always been that way. I was like sort of just I would never
So
wanted to.
You'll kick somebody's ass and then make them cry later, right?
I'll try to. Yeah. But I played rugby in college, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, I gotta go. I gotta leave rugby practice early." They're like, where are you going, Lockhart? I'm like, "I'm in Peter Pan. I gotta go to rehearsal." They're like, "Damn it, Lockhart! All right, we'll see you at the game."
You're in the middle of a scrum, right?
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go put my Peter Pan outfit on, right?
But same with the theater people. They're like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Oh, I got a rugby game." They're like, "Damn," So, but I like it. I don't like being pigeonholed.
Oh, that's
into
good, man.
But I was also a nerd, comic book geek, and I was very clueless, So I definitely wasn't cool. I had like hand-me-down clothes from my brothers and sisters from like the 70s, but I had no concept of cool. I had a '64 Nova.
That's a cool car. What are you talking about,
man?
It is.
No, yeah.
Well, you have 327 or 289?
I don't know. I don't know the difference.
It started up and got you down the street.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. With steam coming out of my hood. I'd park.
Hey, we've had a lot of fun with you for an hour, man. It's gone by so fast.
Really?
That's gone by so fast.
Well, thank you. That's
it's amazing.
An hour. It's amazing.
David Lockhart, everybody.
talk.
David Lockhart, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming in, man.
Thanks, guys.
Give the websites where they can get in touch with you and everything. Go ahead.
To watch the Lockhart film, www.thelockhart.com. No Ian Hart. LOCKHART. For Artist Palooza. Artists, plural. Palooza. Like Lollapalooza, but artistspalooza.org. And to email me, davidalockhart@yahoo.com.
Facebook page.
David Lockhart.
There
Facebook,
you go.
MySpace. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, yeah, that MySpace.
When you were talking about Snapchat and all that, I was I still like the MySpace.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still have it, though, if you want.
The Jesse T Show, Monday through Friday, right here from 5 to 6. Thanking my buddy here, Mr. David Lockhart, coming in. Check out his stuff. He's a lot of good stuff. And check out us Monday morning at 10 o'clock for Lee Michaels Show and Jesse T in the afternoon. You're straight on the point. You're in the world according to Torero. The Brown Beauty is off duty. Bam, baby. See ya. Have a great weekend.